stop the music when you start speaking?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll just give folks a few minutes to get here, and then I'll stop the wonderful piano sound, and so that people can hear us. Okay. All right. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here. We'll get started in a couple minutes. So thank you for taking the time and joining us tonight. All right, looks like more and more folks are coming in. Thank you so much again for being here. We're going to go ahead and get started as people continue to jump in. And like to just quickly introduce the folks who are here right now. We do have a panel coming on later in the evening. Introducing Start with me. I'm Tony Lamb, Vice Principal of Santa Clara High School. With us is Jean Masteel. Ms. Masteel, you want to just quickly say a few things?
Yes, hi. I'm one of the counselors at Santa Clara High School.
Great. And thank you for being here, Ms. Masteel. And our interpreter is Veronica Navarro. Oh, you're muted.
Buenas noches, mi nombre es Verónica Adams Navarro y seré su intérprete en español de esta noche. Bienvenidos a esta reunión, está siendo transmitida por el canal en español de Zoom. Para escuchar esta sesión en español, oprime el botón que dice interpretación en la parte inferior de su pantalla y seleccione el idioma en español. Este menú también puede seleccionar la opción de silenciar el audio en inglés. Gracias. Thank you.
Yeah. And before you take off, Veronica, I do want to remind everyone that this presentation is recorded and the recording will be posted onto our website by early next week, if not sooner. So Veronica, you want to just share that?
Esta grabación va a estar publicada en la página web de la Escuela Santa Clara y la van a publicar la próxima semana. Gracias.
Great. And so with that, I'm going to also want to say that if you have any questions along the way, feel free to throw your questions into the Q&A. We will respond to those questions at the end of the presentation when we have a panel of teachers there to help us with some of these questions. Okay. All right. With that, I'm going to go ahead and send Veronica off into the interpretation world. All right. And we will go ahead and start the presentation now. All right. So once again, welcome to our 2022 AP Parent Information Night. We do this every night just before the course sign-up process starts, which will be starting next week. And we want students and parents to be well informed of our course offerings and make the right selection of classes for their students. So let's see. What is AP? For those of you who are not familiar with AP, AP stands for Advanced Placement. It is a nationally recognized program. The curriculum is standardized and it is monitored by an organization called College Board. AP teachers receive additional training in the subject matter that they are teaching. And the classes are designed to prepare students for the AP exam, which typically happens in May, the first 2 weeks in May. 1 year of high school is equivalent to 1 college semester. So our high school AP classes are year-long, most of them are, and that is the equivalent of 1 college semester course. So basically it is a college level course. It uses college level texts, college level work, and in some cases, students can also receive college level credits for the AP exam should they do well on the AP exam. Okay, and we'll go into that in a little bit. Why take the AP? Students who take AP tends to enjoy the subject matter and wants to learn at a deeper level. They enjoy the challenge. It is a very, very rigorous course. So if students are taking AP for the first time, it is probably one of the more challenging courses that they've ever had, okay? It also helps them build confidence and help them get ready for what to expect after high school. In an AP class, it employs their critical thinking, reading, and writing skills, tells college that they're serious about their education. And as I said before, there's potential for them to earn college credits. Students who take AP classes, courses and exams are much more likely to complete a college degree on time, which is very, very important given the rising cost of college, as some of you may know or will soon know, myself included, because I have a daughter who is a senior and will be heading off to college next year. Only 1 in 4 college students complete a bachelor degree in 4 years, which is shocking. It used to not be like that, but nowadays 4, 5, 6, even longer to complete a bachelor degree is almost a normal thing. And so this number is it's a little outdated, but at San Jose State University, a year is about $29,000 for in-state student tuition. And so if you can reduce the number of classes that you have to take to complete your degree, then you're looking at savings at the university level. Okay. All right. College Board offers information about AP credits for different colleges and universities. So, all this information will be posted on the slide deck, so you do not need to copy this down. But what this website does, it tells you what AP course are accepted at different colleges and university. So for example, Chico State students can earn up to 6 semester credits. At UC Berkeley, they do not accept any credits for history. So if students take an AP US History, AP European History, UC Berkeley does not accept any of those credits. However, they do accept credits for calculus, economics, or foreign languages on these AP exams, assuming that the students score at an acceptable level. A 3 on an AP exam is considered passing. Anything above that is desirable for the university. Santa Clara University, you do have to score a 4 or a 5, 5 being the top score on most subjects. And then Stanford University, students can earn credits for a score of 4 or 5 on calculus, foreign languages, chemistry, or physics exams. And so as you can see, not every course is accepted by every college and university. These are the list of AP classes that are offered at Santa Clara High School, and we do have quite a bit of them. There are limitations for younger students. So the first AP class that 10th graders can really take is AP European History. And in some cases, students can also take AP Computer Science Principal. So those typically are the 2 courses that 10th graders get to take. Unfortunately, there are no AP classes for freshman students, okay? And then once students get to junior, senior level, they have a whole lot more options available to them. And so that's when we tell them, don't overload yourself with too many AP classes. Because what ends up happening is, they're not going to get enough sleep at night. All right. So what I like to do is I ask our teachers to put together videos talking about their course. The one thing I do want to let you know is that the video is lengthy. It's about 67 minutes long. And so feel free to, put this on and you can walk around. We'll come back after the video with some more information and then our panel conversation. All right.
3. Hi, I'm Ms. Kelly. I'm Ms. Lou Grossman.
And I'm Ms. Sarah Silverman.
And we are Team AP Lang. So a little bit about the course itself. The AP English Language and Composition course. It focuses on the development and revision of analytic and argumentative writing. We also work on rhetorical analysis, mostly of nonfiction texts, and we really study the decisions that writers make as they compose and revise. Students will be evaluating and synthesizing, and they'll learn to cite research to support their arguments. And you can see from the description, right, we'll be looking at text from a range of disciplines and historical periods. The AP English Language course aligns to an introductory college level rhetoric and writing curriculum. And this is actually a really great course to take if your student has never taken an AP course before. There are no prerequisites for this course. And the only caveat we have is that students should be able to read and comprehend higher level, college level texts and write grammatically correct and complete sentences. But it is a very valuable course that eases your students into AP level classwork.
All right, so what we're reading is primarily nonfiction. Before we get started, even in the class, the kids read "Thank You for Arguing" and get some basics down. One of the crucial skills your student needs to be able to exhibit across lots of disciplines is the ability to read a piece of text and break down its rhetoric, its argument, its insights. AP Lang students, AP Lang gives students the opportunity to learn that skill through the text they read and the analytical essays they'll write. They also will learn effective analysis techniques so they can come away with the main idea and purpose of any text that they read. AP English Lang class will advance your students' writing skills. That's one of our major focuses. And so throughout this course, they'll learn the methods and secrets to write persuasive and informative essays that will prepare them for college level writing. The ability to write well is a skill that they'll draw upon for the rest of their life, no matter what career they decide to take. So many college students point back to their AP English Lang course in high school as the moment they learn to write at the college level. And I would say that really all students should take AP Lang, but that's me.
And me.
And yeah, that's all of us.
But we're biased. All right, so in our course, we really focus on setting personal learning goals, and we give students 10 objectives that align with College Board course standards. Again, this is a college level course that's based on a College Board class, and it's not necessarily connected to Common Core state standards. It operates at a higher level. Each quarter, students will write a grade letter, which is them practicing their argumentation skills that they're learning in a real way, where they reflect on their selected course goals and with evidence, make a case for the grade that they have earned. There is a substantial workload for AP, but we do our very best to do a lot in class together. And if students are using that in-class time effectively, they should only have 2 to 3 hours of outside homework per week. We believe that grades should be a reflection of learning. We don't focus on accruing points as traditional grading does. We focus on growing as readers, writers, speakers, and listeners. The final grade is something that we negotiate and discuss with your student based on their growth goals and their demonstration of argument. Just to see kind of a lens of what we think of as an A student. Here's our description. All major and minor assignments have been submitted. The student has met deadlines for all major assignments, followed instructions. They were an active, positive community member and collected evidence of compelling growth towards their learning goals. The story in their grade letter fully explains and shows their growth with specific detail towards at least 9 out of 10 of the goals. In order to qualify for an A in AP Lang, which does get the extra grade bump in GPA, they need to be AP passing according to the rubrics from College Board on their essays. They need to have a complete writer's notebook and AP daily video slide decks, and also be fully participant in the AP with We Service project. All right, so if you have any questions, please feel free to contact any one of us. We'd be happy to talk to you and tell you more about AP Lang.
All right.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Hello, my name is Jyoti Sankara, and I'm the AP Seminar teacher here at Santa Clara High. AP Seminar is the first of a 2-year capstone program. Having said that, I will encourage anybody who might only have room for 1 year of AP capstone in their schedule to still consider taking this. I have had seniors take this, and they have come back to say that they have really been able to use the skills that they've learned in this class. When students think of AP Seminar, they think collaboration, they think reasoning, they think finding credible information on the internet. They think about research through multiple perspectives and lenses. They also think about Quest. What is Quest? It is the foundation on which the AP Capstone program is placed. Question and explore, understand and analyze, evaluate multiple perspectives, synthesize ideas, team transform and transmit. This might appear to be a sequential process. It is anything but. It's a very iterative process. And by the time the students are done going through this class, this becomes a part of how they approach problems when they want to explore something, when they want to question and formulate a research question, which is, by the way, a skill that they will only learn in this setting. And they also will get very good at giving and receiving feedback through their team project. They will learn how to synthesize information from multiple perspectives and create a solution. It is very cross-disciplinary in nature. While we are very strong on the skills, the content of the research is entirely up to the students. They could pick it from biology, they could pick it from government, from STEM, from any of the STEM fields, from technology, from statistics, language, culture. So it is a highly cross-disciplinary class, and it will help students also pursue their passion and, in fact, find their passions. Who should take AP Seminar? Anybody who wants to be a smart consumer of internet content, wants to use all the facets of their learning to solve problems that they're passionate about, wants to successfully collaborate with people from different backgrounds, ask questions, explore different topics, improve their communication and presentation skills, and last but not least, to create projects that are very attractive to colleges. Here are a few pictures of our AP Seminar students in action. Here the students have done some preliminary research on the topics of their interest, and they are brainstorming all the questions that they have come up with. They will give and receive feedback on these questions so that they can then develop strong research questions from that they will explore their own individual research through the lens that they have selected based on that research question. They will bring that information back to the team, and they begin the difficult process of synthesizing this information to form a team solution. From there, they will create and present a team-based argument. And here are some pictures of that. They do this whole process even as an individual project. So they have both the opportunity to learn individually as well as with the team. So I really hope that you will encourage your student to sign up for AP Seminar and help them develop these wonderful life skills. And thank you for listening.
Hi, I'm Mr. Woodman. I teach AP Drawing here at Santa Clara High School. Let me go over the class and tell you about it a little bit. This class, each student is based around inquiry. So each student decides on a line of inquiry, an inquiry question, that will guide all of the work that student does over the course of the year. It's a path of study. So some students may focus on portraiture. Some students may focus on landscapes. Some students may focus on surrealist art. And each student will have a different path. So it's a lot of more independent projects. And there's, over the course of the year, there are going to be little lessons that we do that will help all the students. But the most important thing is that you have an independent desire to study art and independent direction in your art. I'll give you an example. Half the class is sustained investigation. That's where you are researching objects on your own, things on your own that you want to draw or paint. So this student was researching life and death was her question, her inquiry question. She wanted to have life and death interacting. So she wanted a vibrant nature scene with plants around this, the statues and the concrete of cemetery for death. And so what she did was she looked up images of cemeteries, she looked up tombstones, she looked up sculptures, she practiced drawing them, she practiced painting them, she practiced her colors, she sketched it out. That's about half the class. You're investigating what it is exactly you want to make art of. And so these are very tiny sketches, most of them, smaller, quicker sketches. And that's about half the class. The other half of the class is when you're painting a larger work, something that you invest more time in. After you've practiced some little things, you can commit your resources, your time, and your energy into a larger painting. And so this is how it all turned out. Okay, and it's about 50-50 in terms of how we split our time up that way. The requirements. So to get into AP drawing, I expect Intro to Art both semesters, that you've taken the painting class for a year. Some people, for whatever reason, weren't not able to take those two classes. So a recommendation of another art teacher will work as well. You're also welcome to come to me at lunchtime, write me an email. We can see some photos. I can see photos of your work and we can talk, and maybe there's a way I can waive those requirements. So please come see me if you're interested in the class, but don't have those requirements. Intro to Art and Painting are designed to make AP art easier for you, better for you. They're all structured so that AP art will be easier if you had Intro to Art and Painting. Expect to work in class daily, the entire class, no days off. You're going to have a little bit of homework. Some people might have a little bit more based on the complexity of their art or the speed in which they make it. I would also highly recommend that anyone interested in this class goes to the AP Drawing website. There are sample portfolios of past student work, so you can see if this is something that you want to do. You will be going to that website quite a bit during the class time if you take the class. The grades on this class, they're based on the quantity of the work, so the amount that you do, and the quality of each piece. If you have any questions, please email me at nwoodman@susd.net, or you can stop by the ceramic room, J203, one day at lunch to talk to me. All right, have a good day. Bye.
Class. What is AP US History? So AP US History is advanced placement history. It is just like a junior college level survey course. Okay? So this is a very rigorous class. So you should be super proud of your student for taking on this challenge. Everything we do in this class is to prepare your student to be successful on the AP exam, which is happening this year on Friday, May 6th. Okay. It is a 3-hour exam. It's very rigorous, but we do a great job at preparing your students for everything they need to know and be able to do to be successful on the test. Students here at Santa Clara have done far better than both the state and national average, both in how they perform on the test, as well as our pass rates. So we're really proud of that. What does this class cover? Well, it covers everything from the, quote, discovery of the New World, basically European discovering our continent, all the way through the Obama administration in 2008 by spring break. So we move pretty quickly. Okay, we'll have about 2 weeks to prepare and review for the exam. Why take the class? This class is going to prepare your students for college, both from a rigor and just an intensity level. So they will know kind of what to expect when they walk onto a college level campus. Prepares your students for those higher level thinking skills that are required in college. What can you do to make sure your student is successful? Make sure that they're getting time and taking the time to do the nightly reading. They have about 10 to 12 pages every night to read. We have daily quizzes to kind of make sure, okay, are you understanding the content? Are you keeping up with your reading? So making sure that they're doing that reading is probably the biggest piece. Talk to them. Ask them, hey, what are you guys talking and learning about in Ms. B's APUSH class? Have them show off to you what they've learned. Have them talk to you about some of the concepts and content that we're talking about. We have unit sheets that have essential questions. Ask them, hey, tell me about this essential question. What are you learning about it? The more they talk about these things, the deeper their understanding is going to be, the better prepared they are for not just the unit exam, but also the APUSH exam at the end of the year. And ultimately, the deeper understanding they're going to have of US history. And ultimately, that's my goal, is for them to understand how we got to where we are, why we're here, and what our pathways for the future are. Again, I'm super excited to get to have your students here in class. I'm looking forward to a wonderful year with them. If you have any questions or any concerns, please feel free to send me an email and I'll answer whatever questions you have. Hope you have a lovely rest of your evening and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Flowers Rossner, and I'm here to talk about AP Research. So AP Research is the second year in a 2-year capstone program. So students must take AP Seminar, in which they learn the foundational skills that they'll need to be able to conduct the work that they will do in AP Research. So what is AP Research? AP Research allows students to dive into some topic or problem or issue that they are passionate about and conduct a year-long research-based investigation to address that research question of individual interest. So they're building upon all the skills that they developed in AP Seminar and creating and understanding professional academic research methodology, ethical research practices, through conducting their own original student research. So what does this lead to? So the course culminates in an academic paper of 4,000 to 5,000 words and a 10 to 15 minute presentation with an oral defense to 3 outside panelists as well as your teacher. As you can see here, several of our students in the past have gone on to professionally publish their paper in the Journal of Student Research, which is a peer-reviewed journal, and quite an honor to have that occur. So what is the time commitment? First of all, yes, there is summer homework, 4 to 6 hours, perhaps a little bit more. Unique to this course is a 1-week summer AP Research boot camp, which is held the last week of July here on campus. And this class, this 1-week crash course gets you well established in much of what you need to understand to help you start to develop your AP Research question, which is an arduous process, but it's a fun boot camp to get you really ready to go so that we can meet all the deadlines and goals that we have. You're given a lot of work time during class to complete your project, but there will be homework as needed, like conducting the actual research that can't happen during the school day, collecting the data that you can't collect at school, and doing a lot of writing because, as you can see, this is you're writing a 4,000 to 5,000 word paper. As far as the scoring, how does that work? 75% of your AP College Board score is from the paper, and 25% is from your presentation. As far as the class grading goes, a lot of it comes down to meeting the deadlines that are needed to be met, your annotated bibliographies, writing sections of your paper on time, doing your peer reviews, progress journals while you're conducting and collecting data, conferences with me during that time period as well. So I hope this answered a lot of your questions, and I hope that you'll consider AP Research. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Adrián Solorio. I am the Spanish 3 Honors and AP Spanish teacher this year. Thank you for your interest in the AP Spanish Language and Culture program. First of all, course overview. This is an advanced course of Spanish, as you can easily imagine. Most of the classes will be conducted in Spanish, and there will be a major emphasis in learning about the culture of all Spanish-speaking countries, as this is part of the AP curriculum. In this course, you are expected to listen, read, write, and speak in Spanish most of the time. You will be interacting with your teacher and your classmates in Spanish. And finally, the goal of this class is to get you ready for that big AP exam by the end of the year. I hope to see you in class. Thank you for your interest and have a great day.
Hi, my name is Taylor Burke and this is AP Statistics. I'll start with a little bit about me. I am a Bay Area native. I got my undergrad from Santa Clara University in math and my master's and teaching credential also from Santa Clara University. And this is my 8th year teaching at Santa Clara. Outside of teaching, I'm the math department chair and a mentor for new teachers in the district. And outside of school, I'm a wife, a cat mom, an avid reality TV watcher, and amateur at-home chef and gardener. This is a year-long course about data and probability that builds on the topics that were introduced in Algebra 1, Geometry, and Algebra 2. Throughout this class, students are going to collect and analyze data. They're going to anticipate patterns and make inferences. They'll conduct a great number of classroom experiments and perform probability simulations, as well as work on projects throughout the year. The topics that are covered in AP Statistics are broken up into 4 themes: exploring data, sampling and experimentation, anticipating patterns, and statistical inference. Right now, we are in the exploring data portion of the year, where we are constructing, interpreting, summarizing, and comparing distributions of univariate and bivariate data. This is a very important unit right at the beginning of the year. Then we're going to move on to different methods of data collection and work on conducting and planning our own surveys and experiments. And then in the second semester, we will look at probabilities and independent random variables, the normal distribution and sampling distributions, and we will spend a lot of time on estimation and many, many different types of tests of significance. Couple of important pieces of information. If your student is planning on taking the AP exam, make sure that they save the date for May 5th, 2022. It is the afternoon session. I believe this year that the test is during the first week of testing, and it's on that first Thursday. There is drop-in tutoring Monday and Friday during lunch, or Tuesdays from 3 to 4 p.m. There's also student support Wednesdays and Fridays, which is embedded into the school day. That's right after lunch. And if your student needs me for any other reason, they can always schedule an appointment. AP exam review are going to be announced, and those sessions will begin in April. Finally, my contact info is listed here, and you can either email me or call me at school. And if you would like to see the full syllabus, that can be found on Google Classroom, and you can ask your student for a copy of the course brochure. Thank you for coming.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mr. Alan Tan. I teach the AP Chemistry course here at Santa Clara High School. AP Chemistry is designed to be equivalent to a first-year general chemistry course in college. Students who successfully complete this course and achieve a passing score on the AP exam in May will receive general chemistry units for college. So that's anywhere from a 3, 4 to a 5. This course is a rigorous math-based course with a laboratory component. Every unit in this class will have a unit packet, and the unit packet consists of at least 100 problems. There will be a quiz in every unit, and it could be announced or unannounced. You can expect a test every 2 to 3 weeks. So after 2 to 3 weeks, we should complete a course unit. And then every unit will have at least one lab or group activity and a free response question set where I have students work in groups to complete those. Details on course commitment. It's expected for students to have spend 1 to 2 hours a night on homework, and it could be more prior to a quiz or test day. Assessments, there's at least one per week. It could be a quiz or a test. Tests in this class are 50% multiple choice, 50% free response. So just like the actual AP exam that College Board gives. Students are graded by a weight system in my class. So 50% of it will be quizzes and tests, 15% labs projects, 15% class assignments and homework, 10% final, and 10% participation. If you have any more questions about the course, feel free to email me at atan@scusd.net. Thanks.
Books, the cornerstone of any nutritious education. Hello, I'm Mr. Ansaldo, and welcome to AP Literature and Composition. In AP Lit, we don't just read books. We explore the individual and universal human experience and condition through literature such as the first Anglo-Saxon text, Beowulf, to the absurdist novel, Albert Camus' The Stranger. Students will examine factors that shape society and the individual through engaging in conversations with authors and the authors who have come before them, by annotating their texts, and engaging in captivating class discussions. Students will also have the exciting opportunity to share their insights by composing in-class essays. How can students be successful in AP Lit, you ask? By following these 3 simple steps. 1, completing assignments on time and to the best of their abilities. 2, engaging during class time. And 3, seeking help from me, Mr. Ansaldo, when needed. So, get ready to get lit. AP Lit. I can't believe I just said that. Can we edit that out of here? No? Okay. Well, I'm Mr. Ansaldo, and that's all the time that we have for now. If you do need to get a hold of me, be sure to email me through School Loop, and be sure to smash that like button down below. I'll see you later, and I hope that you have an awesome AP Annum. That's a horrible attempt at alliteration. Who's writing this?
Welcome to AP Government and Politics. My name is Karen Henry, and I am the instructor for this course. There are lots of advantages to taking AP classes for students, and some of them are helping students to build skills, build confidence, and give them the opportunity to really dig deeper into subjects and kind of explore their own thinking, as well as having a rigorous program. AP classes can help students succeed in college. Students who receive a 3 or higher on an AP exam are typically experience greater academic success in college and have a higher graduation rate. One of the other advantages to taking an AP class is that it can help save a little bit of time and some money. If students do well on the exam, they can earn college credit. So one of the first things that we look at in our government class are the founding documents. So we really get an understanding of what democracy was intended to be by the founders. Then, as we continue the course, we'll be looking at landmark Supreme Court cases. There are 15 Supreme Court cases that students will need to know for the exam. One of the things that I think is most enjoyable about the class is when we have the opportunities to have class discussions. This is an opportunity for students to explore their own thinking and listen to different points of view. Perspective and points of view are ever changing with people, and with the times. And one of the other things that's important in this class is that everybody's view is valid. We try to be impartial, objective, and stick to the facts so students can form their own opinions. One of the ways we do this is by taking a look at some media sources that students may currently use for news. And we look at objective news sources versus opinion-based news sources. And we encourage students to really go for more objective-based news sources. As we're looking at this course, we're looking at the founding of the government, and we're also looking at what is happening today in the government. So for an exam overview, the exam measures students' understanding of the required content. Students must be able to define, compare, explain, and interpret political concepts, policies, processes, perspectives, and behaviors that characterize U.S. political system. For the exam format, there are two sections. The first section is 55 multiple choice questions, and they are allotted an hour and 20 minutes, and this is 50% of the exam. The second section are 4 free response questions, basically 4 written questions, and this makes up the other 50% of the exam. This year, the exam will be on Monday, May 2nd, and we will have opportunities for study sessions to make sure everybody's ready to have success. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jean Liao, and I'm here to talk about AP Macroeconomics. The class is a semester class. Students take it in conjunction with civics, so they'll have economics one semester and civics the next semester, or vice versa. The AP class focuses just on the big picture, hence macroeconomics. We do not study specific companies or individual decisions, really. We look at things at the national level. So the biggest question that we try to answer is the big question that all macroeconomists try to answer, which is how can we grow our economy to help as many people as possible? How can we maximize our income, resources, and productivity at a national level? It's how do we make the world a better place, but looking at it in the driest sort of income and math sense. More concretely, we look at the following topics. So we do first begin with some basic economic ideas like opportunity cost. We do a lot of analysis of supply and demand graphs. So this class does involve a lot of basic math and graphing. There's also a lot of basic math and graphing to figure out how to measure economic performance. We then move on and analyze fiscal policy, which are government spending and tax policies, monetary policy, which is government control of the money supply, and then finally international trade. There's quite a bit of confusion about what students are and are not going to cover. So again, let me go over some things that we do not cover. So we do not cover individual questions like how can I get rich in the future, or should I invest in Google, Apple, and Tesla stock. We do not go into individual finance questions like personal finance. The topics like what are stocks and bonds does come up, but we don't. I don't give advice on what you should do if you want to invest your money. We also don't analyze specific companies like why some succeed and others fail. That would maybe be covered in a microeconomics class, but not in our class. So things that we do cover, again, are big, broad questions and how to answer those big, broad questions. So for example, A, how do we figure out if we're doing better? What metrics should we look at? B, what policies should the government pursue during a recession? What benefits and problems might arise from those policies? And then one that's maybe really relevant to us this week, literally, is what does the Federal Reserve do? And in what situations would it want to raise interest rates or lower interest rates? So again, national policies, federal level, not personal individual questions. In terms of how the class is set up, it is heavily skewed towards tests and quizzes. Homework counts about 15%, it counts 15%. Tests and quizzes count 70%, and the final counts 15%. That brings me to the end of this video, so thanks, bye. And that's it for my presentation. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice night. Take care, bye.
It's pretty amazing when you start building something that you want, it can help change a lot of people's lives as well.
And having even a little bit of grounding in computer science can help you think about the world differently, whether that's algorithms or whether that's just creativity.
Computer Science Principles covers lots of topics, not just programming and coding. We cover bits and binary, we cover how the internet works, how security works, how data is collected and used and shared. And all of these things help you get a better understanding of how the world works.
Now I understand why my phone is so slow.
I thought computer science was just for really, really smart, nerds, geeks, but it's not at all. It's for everybody, and I think it's something that everybody should learn.
In the new economy, computer science isn't an optional skill, it's a basic skill.
I just think it's important moving forward in the future that everybody learn it, especially kids.
I didn't know what I was getting myself into, but once I had my friends around, I knew if they could do it, I can do it. So it's really brought my confidence up in other classes as well.
Oh, okay. If you use Snapchat and Instagram and you want to know how that works, take Computer Science Principles. Make an app yourself. See how you can share these things with your friends.
Be able to code gives you the freedom to build anything. And that is just so empowering.
We're doing a lot of teamwork, group work, doing work on paper, not just always on the computer.
And then when I say go, we're going to exchange IP addresses without talking. And I want everybody's IP address.
It feels more like a puzzle, and you get to take your own route and find a solution.
I feel like this class is one of the only classes that challenges me. That I feel you know what, I got this. This is good.
Computer science isn't just about math or computers. If you're interested in designing things, creating things, solving problems, then this class is for you.
AP Computer Science A is a year-long practical arts elective course available for students in grades 10 through 12. The prerequisites for this course are that you've taken AP Computer Science Principles with a C or better, or you're concurrently enrolled in calculus, or you have obtained instructor and counselor recommendation or approval. In this course, you will design, write, and test computer programs that solve problems or accomplish tasks. Below is an image of the skills you'll learn taken from the AP website. In this course, there are 4 major programming projects that cover the following concepts: data types, using objects, Boolean expressions, conditional statements, iteration, classes, arrays and array lists, inheritance, and recursion. If you wish to sign up for this course, make sure to talk about it with your counselor.
Welcome to AP Parent Night. My name is Francine Kang and I teach AP Calculus AB. My email address is fkong@scusd.net. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to email me. Prerequisites for AP Calculus AB. Students have to pass trigonometry or trigonometry honors with a C or better. Students should understand the properties of linear, polynomial, rational, exponential, logarithmic, trigonometric, inverse trigonometric, and piecewise defined functions, and know how to graph these functions and solve equations involving them. Students should be familiar with algebraic transformations, combinations, compositions, and the inverses for general functions. Students must also understand the language of functions such as domain and range, odd and even, periodic, symmetry, zeros, intercepts, and so on, and know the values of the trigonometric functions of the numbers 0, pi over 6, pi over 4, pi over 3, pi over 2, 3, pi over 2, and their multiples. Course description. Students will explore the concepts, methods, and applications of differential and integral calculus. The purpose of this course is to prepare students for the AP Calculus AB exam as well as future college math courses. Students are expected to perform college-level work. Students will be able to receive college math credits if they pass the AP Calculus AB exam in May with a score of 3 or higher. The AP Calculus AB exam is normally offered in May every year. Expectations. Students are expected to attend the class on a daily basis, attempt and complete every problem on assigned work, show all work when solving problems on homework, tests, quizzes, and other assignments. Math work should be neat and organized. participates in class, group discussions, and problem-solving activities. Grading policy. Homework assignments is 15%, and homework is graded based on completion. Projects, some assignment, together 5%. Class participation, attendance 5%. Quizzes 25%. Tests 35%. And the final exam is 15%. Have a great day. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. Again, my email is fkong@scusd.net. Stay safe.
Hi, my name is Tracy McLennan, and I teach AP Calculus BC at Santa Clara High School. At Santa Clara, we offer both AP Calculus AB and AP Calculus BC. Calc AB is designed to be the equivalent of a first semester college calculus course, devoted to topics including differential and integral calculus. Calc BC is designed to be the equivalent to both first and second semester college calculus courses. Calc BC applies the content and skills learned in Calc AB to parametric curves, polar curves, vector value functions, and we also study additional integration techniques and applications, and we also get into convergence of sequences and series. Students who want to enter Calc BC should have done very well in their Trig Honors class and can have taken Calc AB first. Some students can go directly from Trig Honors to Calculus BC. Those students should be highly independent learners, ready to work hard and study the fundamental, integral, and differential calculus topics over the summer in order to be prepared for Calc BC. Of course, like all the other AP classes, we take the AP exam in the spring. You can refer to the College Board website for all of the details, but the AP Calc exam is a 3-hour and 15-minute exam consisting of 45 multiple choice questions and 6 free response questions. Some of the questions require the use of a calculator, a graphing calculator, and the other questions are no calculator allowed. So in our class, we study the concepts and solve problems both with technology and by hand. We have a lot of excellent resources at our disposal, and students are required to become familiar with how to solve problems using a graphing calculator. So we cover that during class. The course commitment consists of summer preparation. So there's a summer assignment just to make sure that students are ready with their fundamentals. During the semester, we have homework daily from the text and from the AP Classroom website. There's lots of opportunities for students to do independent study if they need extra help or want to learn more. The AP Classroom website is really good, and lots of students also find exam review books that you can buy very useful. The grade is based on participation, which means discussion in class, watching assigned AP daily videos, and also, of course, homework and classwork, and quizzes and tests. We will have a semester final at the end of the fall semester, and maybe a project at the end of the spring semester after we take the AP exam. I encourage anyone who really is interested in a highly challenging math course to check out Calc BC.
Hi, my name is Eric Wazadlo. I am currently the AP Biology teacher here at Santa Clara High School, and I have been teaching the course for, about 20 years, and I just want to go over just a couple things. First and foremost, the full course description for AP Biology, like any AP course, can be found on the College Board website if you want to dig deeper than anything I say. I'm going to just share something that I think does a really good job of capturing what the course entails briefly and student interaction. So I'm going to read, but I have to read it over here, so just bear with that. A little statement here that's provided by actually the AP text that we use. It's a really good statement. So, welcome to Advanced Placement Biology. We hope this will be a rewarding and exciting year for you. Your curiosity and enthusiasm about the natural world will make the task of studying biology a pleasure. Of course, this would be not just to the parent, but really to the student. As each topic unfolds, you will begin to see that while some of your questions are answered, there will always be more that you wonder about. The course you are about to begin is designed to provide high school students with a college-level course normally taken by life science majors, which means it's not intended for non-science majors. They would typically take a less intensive course if they were non-science majors. This is where future geneticists, ecologists, biology teachers, evolutionary biologists, and doctors all begin their studies. Students who do well on the AP exam may generally receive 8 to 10 hours of college credits. To put that in perspective, a freshman becomes a sophomore at 30 credit hours. One of the most valuable benefits of taking this course is to learn how to succeed in an academically challenging subject, and I can't emphasize that enough. The skills you develop for success in AP biology are applicable to all areas of study and will provide a solid academic foundation regardless of your final occupation. At this challenging level, a course involves a two-way exchange of information. What you will bring to your class, your teacher will organize the instruction, but any class is ultimately only as rewarding as the students make it. Your ideas, questions, and enthusiasm can make an ordinary class extraordinary. And that's where I will leave that bit. The other thing I wanted to talk real quick about was just what's in the syllabus, because that also summarizes things well. As I've already stated, the Advanced Placement Biology course is designed to be equivalent to the introductory biology course taken by college or science major college freshmen. So it is an elective course, like all the AP courses not necessarily, but AP biology is definitely an elective because they've already taken biology. They've had a life science. So as it says, the Advanced Placement Biology course is designed to be taken by students after the successful completion of a first course in high school biology with, I believe we have it as a B or better, and chemistry with a B or better. Really, honors chem would be preferred. It aims to provide students with conceptual framework, factual knowledge, and analytical skills necessary to deal critically with the rapidly changing science of biology. At Santa Clara, I attempt to follow closely as possible the outline of the course recommended by the Advanced Placement Biology Committee. So generally the outline of the course is the Advanced Placement or the AP College Board curriculum. I, of course, have my touches on it, but try to do the laboratory or representative laboratory experiences that they want or require. And I cover all of the units, which are 8 of them throughout the year on various topics related to biology. I add in some of my own special things like, let's see here. They're reading currently a really excellent book, and I've got chapter questions to go along with this called Your Inner Fish, which is related to the evolutionary history of four-legged animals like us, or 4 limbs anyway, dating back to fish almost 300 million years ago. So it's a really good read by Neil Shubin that we do over several months this semester. In addition to that, like I said, we've got our lab activities, but the class is challenging. It is advanced, and students need to be prepared for a workload that is above the normal average high school class for sure, like all AP courses. And that is pretty much all I wanted to say about this topic or the course. So again, if you have additional questions generally about AP biology, the best place to go would be the College Board's website, and take a deeper look at what they say about the course and all that. Otherwise, I hope if your child is interested, they take a look at the course and give it a try. Thank you.
Hi.
All right, folks, I'm going to cut the video a little short. I know we have about 10 more minutes or so.
And I want to continue with some of the information. I hope that you found the information that was shared in the video to be useful and helpful to you as you are making a decision about what classes to sign up for next year for your student. I would encourage you to discuss it with your students. Our panelists are almost all here. So I want to get through this so that we can get to the fun part, which is asking questions of our panelists. So, all right. So as we mentioned earlier, the AP Capstone classes, the two classes, AP Seminar is a junior level course, AP Research is a senior level course. Students have to have had AP Seminar before they can proceed with the AP Research. With the AP Capstone classes, students score a 3 or higher on the AP Seminar and AP Research, and for additional exams, they receive what's called an AP Capstone Diploma. That does not replace their standard Santa Clara High School diploma. That is something that is done through the College Board. And if a student scores 3 or higher on the seminar and research, they get what's called an AP Capstone Certificate. So I just want to highlight that. AP Equity is something that we've been focusing on for the last 5 years. The purpose is to increase underrepresented students in our AP classes. We recognize the value of a rigorous academic experience in order to assist students be more successful when they go on to post-secondary education. And so we look for things such as community leadership, grit, and academic self, which means they see themselves as someone achieving a high and advanced degree and things like that. Okay. AP exams is mentioned that currently Santa Clara Unified School District covers exams for all students attempting an exam for the first time. So the exams are close to $100. So if the students take 5 exams, that's $500 that is covered by the district. And I think we're in like year 4 of this, so it's very nice. Exams are generally in the first 2 weeks in May, and that's always been the case. Exams time varies, and you heard some of the teachers talk about the length of the exam. AP teachers also offer study sessions leading up to the exam, and the results generally come out in July. Okay. With regards to AP, we recommend that students take a balanced course load. Some students can handle more AP than others, but we also recognize that students should also focus on working on some of the other soft skills like leadership skills and teamwork and collaborations and things like that. So that students should sign up for classes in the subject matter that they are interested in and not just because their friends are in it. And also keep in mind, extracurricular activities if your student is involved in a sport, whether at school or outside of school, having a job or other personal commitment, because those things will take time away from their studies. Okay, real quickly, AP results. This is the results from last May. And as you can see, this is a 5-year comparison starting in 2017. And we had been rising, and then last year we dropped. And my guess is that it has to do with distance learning, but that's my guess. This is the number of AP students. So including our AP number has dropped as well. Notice that in 2017, we had 432, and every year we increased the number of AP students, and then last year it dropped. As well as the number of exams that's taken by the number of students, and the number of scores with a 3 or higher. And as you can see that we have been going up, and then in 2021, we took a hit, okay? Here are some resources. Again, I will post the slide deck on our website probably next week for you to click on and access these resources. And then now I'd like to introduce our panelists. Jean Masteel is our counselor, and we have some additional panelists, and I apologize I didn't get your name on here, panel member. Ms. Elizabeth Kelly is here. Mr. Woodman, I don't see Mr. Woodman yet, so he might be joining us a little bit later. Ms. Sankara, I believe, is here. Mr. Solorio is here, and Mr. Wilson is also joining us as well. So if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the Q&A, but I do have some questions prepared for our panelists, and I like our panelists just to quickly say a few things so that way your picture will pop up on the screen. Why don't we start with Ms. Kelly?
Okay. What do you want me to say? we did the video.
Just a quick intro. Just
yeah, I'm Elizabeth Kelly, and I am the department co-chair with Mei-Chen Liu Grossman, who's not here tonight, but we both teach AP Lang. And it's a great course. It is definitely difficult, but I don't want to take too much time right now. So
why don't we jump to Mr. Solorio, because I see you're next on my screen.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Thank you for being here. I'm Adrian Solorio. I am the AP Spanish teacher. There are only two. There's another AP course, which is AP French, but our courses are quite similar. So the curriculum is pretty much the same. So if you have any questions about AP French or AP Spanish, I think I can help you with both.
Cool. I see Ms. Sankara.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming. I teach both AP Physics and AP Seminar. I just got logged on in time to see AP Physics pop up and then go away. So I'm hoping you all will have a chance to watch both of those videos. Mr. Gallick and myself teach AP Physics. Very fun. Has a reputation for being tough, but actually very, very enjoyable from, if I can read my room correctly. AP Seminar as well. It's got a very good camaraderie if your child loves collaboration and everything. Definitely go for those classes.
Thank you, Ms. Sankara. Mr. Wilson.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming tonight. I'm Mr. Wilson. I teach AP European History at the 10th grade level. So there's a good chance that if your students start the AP process, they're going to be starting with me in my class. So being that I'm usually the first AP teacher that students encounter, that and I believe AP Computer Science Principles, I am conscious of the fact that it's their first course, and so I try to kind of tailor make the class as kind of an introduction to the rigor of the kind of college level course material that they're going to be facing in some of their other courses. So it's nice to see everybody.
And then finally, Mr. Woodman.
Hi, I'm Mr. Woodman. I teach AP Art. And so if you have any questions about AP Art, you can ask me, or you can always email me if there's not enough time tonight to do so.
Great, thank you so much. So while we're waiting for questions to come in, I do have some questions that I want to ask the panelists to address. And why don't we start with, let's see, who should I pick on? Mr. Solorio, what are some reasons as to why you enjoy teaching AP?
Well, you know, this is the class we as world language teachers we look forward to teach. This is when all that grammar, all that vocabulary that we had to drill and kill for so long finally comes to fruition. And this is the time when we actually use the language and we get to explore and we get to learn many different things. I think in way back when the focus of the AP languages courses was the grammar, was the vocabulary, but now even the name is AP Language and Culture. So culture plays a really big part. It's a class that I truly enjoy. I try to, well, I don't try. I teach my classes one country at a time. And I let my students choose any countries. Right now we're working with Spain. Probably next country will be Colombia. For each country, we get to explore a little bit of the country. I try to show a documentary about the country, a movie about the country. They do a research on a painter from the country. They paint based on that style, and then they get to present to their classmates their work and what they've done. Sadly, this year we haven't been able to have probably the favorite part of the class, which is the cuisine, the world cuisine. Every quarter after we have covered a number of countries, for extra credit, everyone gets to bring a meal from that particular country. And so that's, and we talk about the food and we share. It's really nice, but, sadly, we have not been able to do this year. Hopefully by the end of the year, we'll have a chance to do that.
Great, thank you. Ms. Kelly, why do you enjoy teaching AP?
What I love about AP Lang is that there's nothing that's off the table for our consideration. We look at everything in terms of why is this writer saying this? Why are they saying it at this time? How are they saying it? How does that impact us? And with all of what's been going on in the world lately, it's really important to be able to get at those little nuggets of truth and how you may or may not be manipulated through writing, and the kids can start to recognize that and they get really excited about it. What I like also is that we teach really concrete skills, rhetorical reading, rhetorical writing, argumentative writing, argument synthesis writing, and it's stuff that they are absolutely going to keep using, and that is going to serve them well everywhere if they can get good at it. It does definitely take a commitment. A lot of kids have to get in the right headspace, but it's really fun to kind of do assignments that cause them to look at the current events of the rest of the world and really kind of consider what they think about that stuff. So it's always new. It's always exciting.
And then I'm going to ask one more panelist to answer this question. Mr. Wilson, what are some reasons to why you enjoy teaching AP?
Well, there's so many. I've had the pleasure of teaching AP US history, and that was kind of the beginning. But teaching AP Euro and European history has always been kind of a personal passion of mine. But I'm also, as I've taught the course for a few years now, I really have started to enjoy bringing in, kind of tying in what we're learning about in European history to the students' other courses. For the past 5 years, we've had a strong STEM cohort in the classes, and there's always a very heavy emphasis on science and technology, and it's kind of great to talk to these students about how the scientific method and scientific learning kind of developed in the Western world in various ways, and to see some of the thinkers that like Newton and the like, to see how they developed and have kind of added to that scientific world. And then most of all, just giving the students an awareness of the world. Although the course focuses on European content, as we move through the 19th and 20th century, I pull in content from other parts of the world that are important, whether it be South Asia, Asia, the Far East, or Africa, and just highlighting the experiences of those places with regard to the European world. So that's what I have so far.
Great, and there is a shout out for you on the chat here. Parent says that son is in your class, loves their class, and as a teacher, they appreciate how thoroughly you teach AP Euro, and thanks for all you do. A shout out for you, Mr. Wilson.
Very nice, thank you, appreciate that.
Yeah. Now, going to jump over to Ms. Sankara. There's a couple of science questions in here, and maybe you can answer it. What are the math prerequisites for AP Physics? Is it calculus, pre-calculus, or others?
So I was just reading those questions. Pre-calculus is plenty. We do not employ calculus. Physics 1, AP Physics 1 is an algebra-based class. That being said, students do want to be comfortable with trig. We review things, but we do keep moving through them in terms of expecting the students to have seen this material before, even though we review, like, we're like, remember this, and then we kind of like reteach it at the beginning of the year, and then we keep moving. There was one other question. Oh, the difference between physics and AP Physics. AP Physics really is the class to be looking at if the big difference is the thoroughness with which they learn the concepts and they learn to apply the concepts. With our general physics, we do have a wide range of students, and we often tend to basically determine where we land based on our student body. So if some of the students do have the curiosity and interest and they want to explore, so they might actually be better served in the AP Physics class, because it is a first year AP Physics a physics class. Like, we teach them all the concepts. We do not expect them to know any physics when they come in. Just be willing to learn. That's it.
That's thank you. Great answer. Ms. Steele, there's a question in here, and maybe you can answer this. My rising sophomore has heard that AP Euro is a thing. Please remind us why to start AP so young. Ms. Steele, are you?
There we go.
There we go.
I don't think that as a sophomore, you would call that young. I think it is a beginning to the student's experience for taking AP classes. Students do very well in this class, and students should, at this point, have the opportunity to explore their interests, especially in history. And I think it's a great entry course to their AP experience.
Great. Thank you. And our recommendation, at least for me anyway, is I like to recommend sophomores to take 1 AP and then 2 by the time they're junior, and then 3 by the time they're a senior, and basically just kind of ramping up, because after high school and they go on to post-secondary, community college or UCs or university, wherever, they're looking at taking, 3 to 4 courses, and those are very much like the AP classes, except it's college level, much more rigorous too. So it's kind of like the ramping up of courses. So starting in the sophomore year is appropriate in that way. Okay. Let's see here.
Can I speak to that really quickly?
Yes, go ahead.
As well as being on the kind of the intro, the introduction to the courses. AP European History, the way it's graded and the structure of the exam are actually almost identical to the next level of AP US History. So juniors can enter AP US History without taking AP European History. That's no problem. But the skills that they're going to need in AP US History are introduced to them in a little bit of a slower manner in AP European History. So it is something that can kind of build into the next course, and AP US History and AP Euro kind of play well together. So I just wanted to mention that.
Great, thank you. And it looks like Ms. Sankara has a fan in the audience. All right, let's see if there are other questions that have come in. Before we take any more other questions, I wanted to just ask our panelists this question, and I'll call on you. What strategies do you employ to support your students? And why don't we jump to, who have I not called? Mr. Woodman. Mr. Woodman, are you still on?
Sorry, I had a window up blocking my microphone. So probably the biggest strategy I'll use with the AP students is a lot more individual discussions with them than I would with regular students. They are more advanced and they can handle more nuance than regular classrooms, and they're actually interested. So if I have a side discussion about how color affects a certain painting, they actually want to hear what I have to say. And I don't get eye rolls. They're actually interested. So I do a lot more one-on-one discussion with students.
Great. Mr. Wilson, same question. What strategies do you employ to support your students?
Strategies. Well, we kind of begin with having them budgeting their time with a monthly reading schedule, because it is a pretty rigorous course from the beginning. And so just having students manage their time. And then what we do is we introduce the historical thinking skills, the historical reasoning skills that they're going to need throughout the course. And so by structuring, I always tell my students that if we think about history as being kind of like in the scientific field, we want to give them the skills that they can apply to other content, you know, depending on whether it's the 16th century or the 21st century in European history. You can use the same historical thinking skills, whether it's causation, continuity, and change, for these different time periods. So really kind of focusing on the skills, coupling that with time management really kind of helps.
Great. Ms. Kelly, same question. Do you want to repeat?
Yeah, no, it's okay. We start out by kind of overviewing the skills that we focus on, and then we pretty much dive into one of the beginning skills and kind of work our way through, but it's always recursive. Our big focus is on writing, of course. And so we do a lot of collaborative work. They do timed writes and stuff. And so they get, you know, peer feedback, but they also get our feedback. Our whole grading system involves sitting down with students and tracking their growth, and as well as benchmarks, you know, were you able to get that 4 on that timed write kind of thing. So, but we're also really available, you know, all the time to our students through various means. I have a ton of kids come in during student support whenever they need it. And so there's just a lot of communication, and I think that that's very supportive for students as well. So.
Right. And I just want to be mindful of our time here and our teachers' time, because we do have school tomorrow. We're going to take a couple more minutes on this, and we're going to try and answer as many of these questions as we can. Ms. Mastillo, I see that you're typing the answer to this one, but how many AP classes should students take if they want to attend a UC? If you could answer that question for everybody to hear.
I started to type it and then decided not to. That is a question that you really can't answer because it's really individual for each student. I can say that the UC will bump up the GPA for 4 year-long classes only. So if your student takes like 5 or 6 AP classes, their GPA will only be bumped up for 4 of those classes. Now, that's not the reason to take an AP class, but I'm just putting that out there as information. The student should take an AP class in which they're interested. And I suggest, as Mr. Lamb said, usually if they're a really strong student, start as a sophomore with 1 AP class. That would be AP Euro most likely. And then as a junior, maybe add another AP class to that, or maybe 2. And again, it's individual for each student. Senior year, sometimes students take 3 or maybe 4, but we have to be really, really mindful of their time and their mental health, and because we don't want them only to be doing school. We want them to have a well-balanced and well-rounded life. And so we don't want to pressure them into taking like 5 or 6 AP classes, because that's pretty much all they'd be doing. So again, I hope this answers your question.
Very good, very good. Ms. Sankara, you have your hands up.
Very good. I did want to answer the question about the instructor's help with picking topics, because I think it's kind of important for anyone considering seminar and research. So we do, we absolutely do. So because they start with me in seminar, we spend all fall. Just so you know the background on this real quick, the students are actually working on several performance tasks that they submit as a portfolio to College Board, and they take all spring to do it. So in order for them to gain full experience with everything that they need to know in terms of picking a topic and researching and writing and arguing about it and then presenting it, both in a team and individually, we do a lot of hand-holding in fall. So they have extensive feedback, extensive, basically feedback on reports, and even just how do you find a research topic. The one thing to note is also I really encourage them to not waste their time at all. Like if they have to do these tasks, make sure you're very, very passionate about, because this is a class that I wish my own children had taken, and they've taken many AP classes. And I really feel sad that they didn't get to do it, because they can actually pick their passion. It can range from art to STEM to politics to everything. And so I tell them you can use all junior year pursuing and learning more about what you're passionate about, and then you can carry that interest. You already have this background for 12th grade for AP research.
Thank you for that. And I know that we can probably spend another hour on here and talking and things like that, but I do want to respect our time, your teacher's time, and everyone who hung out with us tonight. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you panelists for being here. I hope that our audience found this information valuable. Again, this will be posted on our website next week so that you can go back and look. I will probably post the video separately from this recording so that you can go back and watch the video. And the reason why the video is so long is because we have so many AP classes, and each teacher are so excited about telling what they do in those classes. So with that, thank you so much everyone for being here, and have a good evening.